Hey guys, welcome to Track by Track Reviews. I'm Rory Sullivan, and today we're going to be talking about The Tallest Man on Earth's second album, The Wild Hunt. The Tallest Man on Earth is also known as Christian Madsen from Sweden, and he put out his first album, Shallow Grave, in 2008, and that was really great. I like that album a lot, so let's see how the second album stacks up. The first track on the album is entitled The Wild Hunt, the title track, and the first thing you're going to notice is this is still the same Tallest Man on Earth. It's the same stuff you've heard on the last album, just his voice and just his guitar. Actually, you know what, there's a banjo in the background, but that was on the last album also, so it's not a big deal. No, but I think this is a good thing. There's not many artists that I can say that I want to stay exactly the same throughout their career. I'd say maybe another one is like Dr. Dog. All their albums are kind of the same, but it doesn't bother me because they're all good. And I've always thought The Tallest Man on Earth had some pretty good lyrics, and that's still here right in the first track. I left my heart to the wild hunt a-comin', I live until the call, and I plan to be forgotten when I'm gone. Good stuff. It's just catchy as hell, like all of his songs, and there's an added bonus at the end. He sort of shows off his voice a little bit, which sounds awesome.
I left my heart to the wild hunt a-comin', I live until the call, and I plan to be forgotten when I'm gone. Yes, I believe in the fall. Oh, oh.
The second song on the album is called Burden of Tomorrow. This was offered up as a free download, which you can get. I'll leave a link to the websites on the side. And this is one of the better songs in the album. The progression's great, and the chorus gets stuck in my head a lot. There's something about this song that reminds me of Joni Mitchell, and I'm not entirely sure why. It's just like that opening section with the guitar at the beginning. But either way, really good song. The next song on the album is called Troubles Will Be Gone, and this is some of my favorite guitar plucking on the album. Really good, and I also like the descriptive lyrics. Those are really good. Oh, when it's God I see in headlights kneeling down on frozen highways, and salvation in white knuckles on a wheel, and the deer is in the audience by the border of the darkness where forgiveness grows and slowly winds away. Well, there's a question somewhere asked with all the answers inside, but I'll never find the kid before she's gone. Well, the day is never done, but there's a light on where you're sleeping, so I hope somewhere the troubles will be gone. It paints a picture brilliantly. The next song on the album is called You're Going Back, and this is definitely one of the prettiest songs on the album. He just creates this mood that I can only describe as how it feels to be in love. And maybe I'm in love with this song, I don't know. It's just so emotional, especially at this part. You said, driver, please don't go that fucking way. You said, just let it go away. And then right back to this great chorus. That part sends shivers down my spine every time I hear it. The next song on the album is called The Drying of the Lawns. There's some more great guitar plucking, more great singing, and particularly addictive part where he sings, "This is not the summer dream," she said, "it's just a drying of the lawns that I want to leave out there." Just a short little part, but really catchy. The next song on the album is called King of Spain, and lucky for you, this is a free download, so if you go to Dead Ocean's website, you can download this one and Burden of Tomorrow for free. And lucky for you, because this is a really, really good song. Possibly the best song on the album. Very, very good. Great guitar playing. His voice sounds awesome during the chorus, though.
Well, if you reinvent my name.
Especially at the end, it's just his voice holding this long note, and every time I play it in my car, it just buzzes the speakers because it's so loud and powerful. And there's some really good lyrics here at the beginning and throughout the whole song. Just, like, if I rated this song, I would probably give it a 10.
I wanna be the King of Spain.
The next song on the album is called Love Is All, This is possibly my favorite song on the album. When I hear the guitar at the beginning of the song, I half expect Simon and Garfunkel's voices to come out. Just a really beautiful, sad song with some really good lyrics. Let's see. Throw it on the current that I stand upon so still. Love is all from what I've heard, but my heart's learned to kill. And his voice gets really intense during the end at a specific part that just sounds another part of the album that just sends shivers down my spine.
This mighty river's both my savior and my sin. Oh, my savior and my sin. Oh, I said I could ride from the harness of our goals. Here come the tears. Oh, that go ways, I let them go.
The next song on the album is called 1,000 Ways, and at first I thought this song was going to be boring, but it gets really good 40 seconds in when he sings, But I'll Always Be Blamed for the Sun Coming Down With Us All. Just a really memorable melody, and pretty too. The next song on the album is called A Lion's Heart, and instead of his voice this time, he uses this great little guitar melody to grab your attention. It sounds so good, and actually you hear a little bit of piano in there, and because I'm afraid of change, I'm just going to have to take this and say the entire album is crap. I'm just not ready for it. It's too much. I'm of course joking. This is another really good song. The only thing that could possibly bother me is if the entire song was piano. The last song on the album, Kids on the Run, features all piano. No guitar. What the hell, Christian? Leave that shit for Ray Charles. Even though he's dead now. You know what, I'm just gonna avoid any Ray Charles jokes. I've had some issues with those on YouTube in the past. For real though, this is a really pretty song, and the piano fits well as a closer without sounding overdramatic or anything. It is kind of weird to see a Tallest Man on Earth song featuring piano and no guitar, but the way I think of it is, you know, when I think Neil Young, I think, you know, him and his guitar. But he does have a lot of great songs that are on piano too. I kind of hope he does more piano songs in the future, because this song's really good. So that's the album, and all in all, I think the Tallest Man on Earth's created an album every bit as good as his previous. The only thing I can say that I like a little bit better about the last album is that it has one of my favorite Tallest Man on Earth songs of all time, Where Did My Bluebird Fly, so maybe that gives it a little edge, but this is just a really good album. And like I said, this is one of those artists that doesn't really have to change what he's doing. He's got a great voice, he's got a gift for songwriting, and he just knows how to write good music. And when it comes to just a guy and his guitar writing songs, nobody does it better right now. I give this album an 8 out of 10. So once again, that's been my track-by-track review of The Tallest Man on Earth with The Wild Hunt, his new album, which you can get on Dead Oceans Records. And I'd like to thank this week Jonathan Cargill and actually Christian Madsen. I emailed Jonathan at Dead Oceans, and he sent back saying he wanted to get a link from me to give to Christian. So I guess he showed him the video, and then he got back to me and said, yeah, go ahead, use the music. So obviously they respect what I'm doing here, and that's pretty flattering. So yeah, thanks to them, and once again, I'm Rory Sullivan with Track by Track Reviews. See you guys next week.